Hello and welcome to another episode of SOS Creativity TV and SOS Creativity FM. On this episode, we create valuable content such as this one that you're about to watch and listen to helping you grow. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join the notification squad because we're trying to reach 100 subscribers before the end of the year. So today's content, we're going to be covering 4 tips to help you master a new skill. With everything that's going on, so many people losing their jobs, so many people getting made redundant, so many people having to reposition themselves from what they were accustomed to reskilling, learning new things, to then get back into a different type of employment. This video is going to look at 4 tips to help you master a new skill so you can be successful. And with that being said, let's jump straight into it. The first tip we're going to look at is to use the Pareto Principle, or better known as the 80-20 rule. What exactly does that mean, Stephen? You're probably thinking. Well, the 80% of the results that you're going to be achieved is going to come from 20% of the activities that you're going to do. So when you're learning a new skill, it's important to focus on the 20% activity that will generate the 80% result. I'll give you an example. So about 15 years ago, when I started teaching myself how to do websites and build WordPress websites, the 20% that I focused on was being able to install WordPress core files, being able to deploy a new theme, being able to install all the plugins, and being able to set the website up. Those are the 4 core things that I focused on at the very start, because once I was comfortable in that environment, I was then able to build further. Rather than me trying to learn all the complex technical aspects of WordPress, which I now know today, rather than doing that at the start, I just focused on the 20% of the skill that would generate the 80% of the result. Because you think about it, if I can install WordPress, if I can install a theme, if I can install the plugins, and I can set that environment up, for the most part, I have a standing, functioning website. It might not be the perfect website in the world, but I do have a website. So focusing on that 20% skill that generates 80% result is a great way to master a new skill. The second tip to help you master a new skill is to join a group. You've probably heard this in the running scenario. So someone that wants to go run a marathon, if you start running by yourself, you might be able to do it depending on how much of a strong willpower you have. However, if you join a running club, chances are you're going to be able to fulfill that goal. So it's no different when you're learning a brand new skill. Get online, get on LinkedIn, get on Facebook, get on Google, get on different forums. You'll be able to find communities of people who are either experts at the same skill, beginners, intermediary, so you can join that community. So by joining a group, you're mingling with like-minded people. Some of them will be able to answer some of the questions you have. Some of them will be able to guide you in the right path. But when you join a group, you're able to master a new skill even better so you can become a success. The third point we're going to be looking at is learn by doing. What exactly does that mean? You can read all the books you want, you can listen to all the audio you want, you can watch all the videos you want. However, if you don't get your hands dirty and actually implement the skill you're learning, there is no way you're going to be able to utilize that skill. So when you know all the theory about it, that's great, but if you want to be a master of that skill, you need to get into the practical element. I go back to the same example of the WordPress website. About 15 years ago, when I was learning how to develop websites, I watched every YouTube video you could possibly think of. I read every sort of WordPress related blog post I could get my hands on at the time. If I left it at that, chances are I will know how to do any websites. But when I got into the practical element of it and using the video that I watch, then developing my own on my development environment, try and mimicking what I've just learned, what I've watched, what I've read, I was able to get better at building websites on WordPress, which we now have a successful organization building bespoke websites from simple right down to the most complex website that you can think of. So get into the practical element. That's how you're going to be able to cement the mastering of your new skill. And finally, the fourth point we're going to be looking at is to celebrate. So you've done all the hard work, you've gone through the 80-20 rule, the Pareto's law, you've gone through joining a group, you've gone through learning by doing, and you now mastered a new skill. Well, the next thing to do is to celebrate. Celebrate whatever that looks like for you. That could be patting yourself on the back, that could be rewarding yourself with buying yourself something brand new, taking yourself out for a meal or something. Whatever that looks like, it's important to celebrate, because that cements the feeling of I've just accomplished something. I've gone ahead without knowing anything in this field. I now have this skill, and by being able to celebrate, you remember what that feels like, which then helps you and propels you forward into learning new things in the future. I would love to hear your thoughts, comments in the comment section below. If you have any questions on this topic, please leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on LinkedIn, be sure to pop over to YouTube and press that subscribe button. Don't forget to join the notification squad, because every single week on Fridays, we launch a brand new video, so you're the first person to be aware of them. Till next time, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and bye for now.